Hey guys and gals, this is Vlhadus, and hey, this is not a 1v1. I'm just doing this completely live. I'm pre-recording this because I actually have a procedure, an oral surgery that I have to do, and I'm basically going to be incapacitated for probably a couple of days, so I won't be able to speak very well. I do have a video coming in Monday, but it's not the video that was supposed to be intended. You're getting this video instead. The next one's going to be pushed out to next Monday, so you're actually going to get two videos. Like, yay. But I just wanted to make this video about what Vaknar and Roshan are doing as far as their office hours. Before I get into that, though, I just want to give such a huge shout out to my subscribers, the people that have subscribed to me recently. Thank you so much. We have now gotten over that capstone of 500 subscribers, which has been awesome. Hopefully the next capstone will be 1,000, which that'll be even better. And I have something planned for that. Not really an event, nothing too fancy, but it's just something that I want to be able to do for my community. I also want to thank a lot of the people that have been watching my 1v1s and been constantly like leaving comments. People such as like Steven, Vale, Warwick, Baba, Azrael, just everybody who watches my videos. I just want to say thank you so much for just leaving those likes, leaving those comments, and of course subscribing to the channel. Just wanted to give that shout out. Now, going into the office hours, what Roshan and Vaknar, if you don't know who Roshan and Vaknar are, they're basically our community managers inside the Ashes of Creation Discord. And frankly, I love the format of the office hours. If you don't know what that is, if you haven't tuned into any of them, we basically just go into the Ashes of Creation Discord and we, they bring up a topic. I think the first office hours that we did was about basic combat. And there was about 80 people inside the channel, and we had surprisingly a very casual, cool conversation about basic combat, and people, saying their piece on it, what they thought, leaving feedback to Roshan and Vaknar. They go back and leave that feedback that we gave to, of course, Steven and the team. I think it's perfect. Now, this most recent office hours had probably over 230 people, and I'll just say it, like, I still think that regardless of how many people were in the channel, I thought it was still very constructive. There were people talking over people, but I think that's not, I'm not saying it's fine, but it's bound to happen, of course, because people are trying to leave their thoughts about a certain matter. They don't want to forget their thoughts, so they try to interject as quickly as possible when other people are talking. I totally get the kind of, maybe disrespect that may certain people may come from that. But of course, it is only an hour, and that's the thing. Like, I don't really take it a disrespect when someone's, when you feel like it's the tail end of their sentence and someone tries to jump in, because of course they're just trying to get that jump so they can say their piece. And then I believe Vaknar and Roshan want to actually do what they call a stage, which is basically having a single person basically have this, the stage. Everyone else will be muted during that time. You'll be able to convey your thoughts properly, and then I'll have it open up. Frankly, like, I don't mind the way it is currently. I think if we were to have a juxtapose, like to say, okay, this is the way it was, and then we do the staged, and to see how people like that better. Like, I'm not really a proponent for one or the other. I think ultimately people will decide once they do the staged, or once they have it staged like that, we'll be able to see like, oh, this is a good vibe, this is a good fit, or no, this sucks. Like, I can't interject because now we're already so far off the topic that I wanted to interject on. I completely forgot my point. That's not really good feedback either. So I'm really curious to see what Vaknar and Roshan intend to handle that. But I really just want to give a big shout out to everybody that tunes in to those office hours. I thought they were super constructive. I really love the ideas that people were putting out there. And again, like, I also feel like there's also a sentiment of players, right? Because especially on these mega threads that get in the Ashes of Creation forums, whenever you see like a particular subject that you really want to leave feedback on, and you see that it has like over 50 pages of comments and just feedback already, you kind of feel like, well, my personal feedback is probably somewhere in there. I really don't want to comment or anything like that. I think it's a shame. I really do think that if you have something to say, you should say it regardless of how many comments, how many likes, how many upvotes or downvotes. It does not matter. Just leave your feedback for the team. If any company is listening to feedback, It is Intrepid Studios. They are trying so hard to get people to leave their feedback. You know, whatever unique ideas you may have, go. Like they encourage it. And especially with this office hours, like I have never seen a company say, "Hey, we're going to have our own community leads go into a channel, you know, have it moderated and, you know, have people like talk about the game in a very concise, in a very not debatey kind of way, but just leaving constructive criticism. And I think that's super, super important. Now, I do want to touch on moderation, though. I think Vaknar and Roshan should moderate a little bit better. And I know that they don't want to interrupt people either. But if you do have the same person, which I think there was a person, I don't remember that person's name because again, there were just so many people talking, but there was a person that was constantly interrupting people that were trying to speak their mind. And especially if you know that the person is that currently speaking has not ever said anything in the office hours, you should let them try to finish their thought. But I understand, like people just are very passionate, they want to say their piece, and you know, I totally get it from that standpoint. I really hope this does not discourage Vaknar and Roshan to continue with the office hours. I think they've been super awesome, very constructive, and it's something I believe the Ashes community really wants right now. We don't really get so much information from these monthly live streams. Now we have these past monthly live streams getting really, really good bits of information, but I think ultimately, like we would love to have these like maybe even off cycle. Like if we can have this every 2 weeks, it doesn't have to be every week to have an office hours, but even every 2 weeks would be great for us to be able to go in there, talk to Roshan, talk to Vaknar, let them know our thoughts, because other people are kind of lazy. There's some people that have really awesome ideas, but they're not going to go and leave a 30-page or even just a 3-page dissertation on the forums explaining their thoughts. But if these are going to be recorded like Vaknar and Roshan are doing, then these are going to be heard by Steven and the team. And some people have some amazing ideas. So I really do hope that people continue to go in and they can spotlight those people. And hey, you know, I'm all for it. Let's go ahead and try the stage thing. You know, I really do think that it's going to be a little bit hard for people to like, you know, not debate a point, but to like either say, well, I don't think it's going to work because of this, because they do have the stage. But again, if Vaknar and Roshan could have even some other moderators to properly moderate so that there can still be debate and still have people to interject when possible, I think that would also be really, really, really good. Again, I just want to give a huge shout out to Roshan and Vaknar. Thank you so much. I don't know if this was just your idea or if it was Intrepid's idea and they kind of forced you guys to do it, but either way, thank you. Like, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come in and have these office hours and have this debate for us as the community. Like, I just wanted to give my thank you towards it because I think it's super, super important. I really hope you guys like this little short video to kind of whet the appetite a little bit. What do you guys think about the office hours format? Have you even joined one of the two recent office hours? Leave your thoughts and comments below on how you think of the format. What do you think the moderation should go in? I would really, really love to know your thoughts. And again, if you like my content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and just stay tuned because there's going to be a lot more coming. Thank you guys so much. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.